Good afternoon. Today we're going to go college basketball. Tonight, though, the Kansas Jayhawks will play the North Carolina Tar Heels. Teams to watch out for in the NCAA tournament. We'll mention them in a minute. Players to watch out for tonight: KJ Adams, who didn't score frequently in the game, but he shot 3 for 3. The first game against Howard, Zeke Mayo, Hunter Dickerson, R.J. Davis, and Cooper Flagg are players to watch out for. Tip is at 6 Eastern and 7 Central. The Jayhawks are favored by 9. This will be an important game for maybe a 1 seed. Now we're going to go over to the rest of the local game. Tonight, it'll be the Missouri Tigers playing the Howard, just like KU did. Missouri switched places. Missouri is 19.5-point favorites. Anthony Robinson is a player to watch out for. Tamar Bates is also a player to watch out for. Mark Mitchell, the junior, out of Duke. Hopefully becomes a bigger part of the game as the season goes on. Adrian Shaw, also a player to watch out for. Trent Pierce, and that's it for the Missouri Tigers. 7 p.m. tonight. Now we're going to go into the national championship and the local odds, and let's see. Kansas State plays tomorrow against Cleveland, 3 p.m. And players to watch out for in that game: David Garzana and Josh Short, Max Jones, Brandon Henson, and those are the players to watch out for the hot Kansas State. Now we're going to go through the championship odds through these teams, and we'll preview their seasons through the teams that are most likely to win the NCAA tournament. Kansas plus 900, so that means you bet 100, you win 900. Same thing with UConn. You bet 100, you win 900. You bet 100 in Duke, and you win 1,000. You bet 100 on Alabama, you win 1,000. 100 on Houston, you win 1,400. Gonzaga, you bet 100 on Gonzaga, you win 1,700. You bet 100 on North Carolina, you win 2,000. You bet 100 on Baylor, you win 2,000. Same with Iowa State. Arizona, you bet 100, you win 2,500. Auburn, you bet 100, you win 2,500. Arkansas, you bet 2,500, you win 100. Kentucky, you bet 3,500, you win 100. Purdue, you bet 100, you win 4,000. And same for Creighton and UCLA. Now let's go through key players. We'll start with the Kansas Jayhawks. The Kansas Jayhawks. Some of those players are Zeke Mayo, Hunter Dickerson, KJ Adams are the 3 players to watch out for. The Hawks have won 2 championships in 15 years. Bill Self's been the best coach in the last 15 years. Key games for Kansas: Duke and Vegas Showdown. That game is November 26th. January 11th at Cincinnati. December 4th at Creighton, January 11th at Cincinnati, January 15th at Iowa State. Tip is at 6. Tip is at 1 for Cincinnati. Tip is at 7:30 for Duke. For Creighton, they have UFC January 5th. That tip is at 3. And Duke and KU, 26th. Tip is at 8. January 15th, Iowa State. at 6. Tip is at 8. That's February. That's January 15th. January 18th, Kansas State at 1. BYU, February 18th, 8 Central. Houston, Monday, March 3rd. And March 8th, Arizona. Houston is at 8. Arizona is at 3 o'clock. Those are the key games for the Jayhawks. Now we move on to UConn. Key players for UConn: Alex Stewart, the veteran junior, and rare start. Liam McKinney, the freshman, and the sophomore solo ball. Both the Jayhawks and Huskies have won their first game. The Huskies have won back-to-back NCAA championships. December 4th, UConn's matchups they're going to be tough. They play Baylor December 4th, 6:30. They play Texas December 8th at 5. They play Gonzaga December 14th at 8. They play Villanova January 18th at 6:30. Villanova will not make the NCAA tournament because of violations. They play versus Providence at 2 p.m. They play at Georgetown January 11th, 2 p.m. They play at Marquette February 1st at 8. St. John's February 7th. Creighton February 11th. Seton Hall February 15th at Seton Hall. Villanova versus Villanova February 18th. Back to Georgetown at home this time February 26th, 6:30. Marquette home 8:30. And versus Seton Hall to finish it off, TBD. Now we move on to third team on that list is Duke. By number 23, Kentucky. At Kentucky, Kyle Kanupa is a player to watch out for, and it's Con. Adigo Awaya and Cooper Flagg. Those are the 3 players to watch out for Duke. Duke's schedule looks like this. Duke will play Army tonight at 7 p.m. Also, other tough games. I mentioned Kentucky. That's November 12th at 9. November 22nd at Arizona. November 26th, Kansas. And SEC Showdown, Auburn. Kansas at 9. Arizona's at 10:30. December 8th, Louisville at 6. North Carolina, February 1st at 6:30. At Clemson, February 8th at 6. We'll go ahead and do this one. Illinois, February 22nd at 8. And I'll put University of Miami, 7. And at North Carolina, 6:30. That's the Duke schedule. And now we move on to the fourth team. And we're going to have about 4 or 5 episodes between the two of this. Just a quick reminder, North Carolina plays Kansas at game tips at 6, ESPN2. And for the other local game, Missouri will play Howard, 7 p.m., ESPN+. That's Sam Vaughn Sports.